right, well, let's start with something that is about to hit people in their pockets. The Trump administration says it will resume debt collection for people who have defaulted on their federal student loans starting May 5th. Now, a student loan goes into default if you hadn't made a payment in about 270 days or approximately around 9 months. The Department of Education says this will apply to all federal loan types, including direct loans, Perkin loans, federal family education loans. So right now, more than 5 million people are already in default and another 4 million people are close to it. That means nearly 9 million borrowers could soon face really serious consequences. In a press conference, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, explained how the administration plans to move forward with collections. Let's hear what she had to say.
Borrowers will now be clearly expected to repay their loans, and those who default on their loan obligations will face involuntary collections. The government can and will collect defaulted federal student loan debt by withholding money from borrowers' tax refunds, federal pensions, and even their wages.
Yeah, I thought they already did that. I know for a fact when I had school loans and I got a tax refund, they automatically took that to pay the school loan. So I thought that was already done.
Well, you know what? They started it, they put it back into session like right around COVID. So they haven't pressed or went after student loan borrowers since before the COVID-19 crisis. And so now the Trump administration says it will start sending out notices later this summer, informing those who have defaulted on their student loans about their wage garnishment. They can take up to 15% of your check. Again, all this starts on May 5th. And if you think you might be in default, the administration, they recommend you contacting the Student Aid Default Resolution Group. You may be able to get back on track by making a monthly payment, enrolling in an income-driven repayment plan, or applying for a loan rehabilitation. But this is about to hit millions of people in about a week and a half.
Hey, if you voted for Trump because of the economy, if you voted for Trump because he was going to put more money in your pockets, you got to be rethinking that decision at this point.
Of course.
I mean,
of course. But when you have
it
school
ain't even
loans,
been 100 days. Lord have mercy.
But you're right. But when we have school loans, right, and when you graduate, you have to look for a job. And then it gives you a certain amount of time to find a job. And then 9 times out of 10, that job can't pay for your rent. If you have a car, you're eating, and then to pay that school loan, there's no possible way. You can't afford to pay all those things.
Yeah, and if inflation is high, if people are losing their jobs, if tariffs got the cost of goods high, where people going to get this money from?
Exactly.